Hi, everyone. Good morning. It's Margaret Manning here. Welcome to 60 in Me. Welcome to a new day in your life. I hope that you're doing great. Hope you had a good week so far and that you've got something good planned for yourself. Are you going to see friends today or perhaps family? Your grandmother's going to look after some grandkids? Or have you going to have a quiet day at home? This is one of the beauties of being 60 plus is you hopefully have got a bit more time now. I know there's several people still working out there, so maybe on the weekends you take some time, but just to do things that you've been wanting to do all your life. You've done a lot for others, and now it's time for you. So I hope that you're doing something good for yourself today. Now, I've got my cup of tea. I'm actually drinking healthy tea today. Well, always healthy. Tea is always healthy for me, but I'm drinking a yogi tea. It's lemon ginger. And I love lemon ginger. I often put, my own little taste of ginger in it. And I'm drinking it in my beautiful Gustav Klimt picture, The Kiss. A very dear friend Brigitte bought this gift for me when we were in Ljubljana, and I just love it. But anyway, I found it today, and it reminded me of her and of the tea. So thanks, Brigitte. But anyway, tea for me is kind of a ritual of remembering. When I drink English breakfast, I think of home in the UK. When I drink lemongrass, I think of Bali. Lemon ginger, I think of just nourishment and being healthy and well. But whatever you're drinking or thinking, have a wonderful morning here. And got a topic I want to chat with you about that is one we don't always want to talk about too much, but I think it's important. And one of our bloggers, Kate Gregorovic, wrote an article. She's a doctor, and it's an article about lifestyle changes that you can make to cut the risk of dementia. Now, it's, some of the numbers are a little bit contradictory because sometimes you read that it's going down. But the truth is according to Kate, and she actually puts the information in the article, people over 85, dementia affects about a third of those people. So because we're going to live longer, this is something that, may affect us as we get into our 80s and even before, of course. But there are some lifestyle changes that Kate recommends. I think some are pretty obvious, but maybe they'll just spur you to think a little bit about just simple things you can do to make your life a little bit more dementia-proof, because the research does seem to be pointing to the fact that lifestyle changes can impact our vulnerability to it. So the first thing is don't smoke. We've known this from all different angles, but it damages the blood vessels in the brain, which is a key factor in the onset of dementia. So smoking is something that if you are smoking, please try to stop. It would help you a great deal. It's a lifestyle change that would absolutely make a difference. The second is to follow the Mediterranean diet way. Now, I'm not saying a diet, I'm saying a way of eating. And I think most of you are probably familiar with the Mediterranean diet, but you can check it online. But basically, it's vegetables and legumes, fiber, and micronutrients. So olive oils, and that, of course, from that you get the omega-3 acids, which is very important for you, and also a lot of fish and nuts. That's just a real high overview of the Mediterranean diet, but it's very, very high on vegetables and fiber, and actually a glass of wine now and again too, apparently. But the Mediterranean diet is a lifestyle change. That diet has been shown to improve cognition, and it's really just another thing that you can do to contribute to a healthy lifestyle. The third thing, boring, Margaret, is exercise. I know, I say this to myself, but I know that aerobic exercise, moving actively, getting your heart rate up is super important. So if you don't like going to the gym, do what I do. Walk fast, walk with energy, so you actually feel your heart beating and you get a little sweat. I mean, it's really important to move, and it reduces the risk of dementia. Research has proven this, and this in the article if you want to take a look at that research. Exercise has cognitive and physical benefits. And, basically what's good for the body is good for the brain. And it needs the same flow of blood and the same activity level to make it healthy. And, resistance training, weights, maybe you've got a plan that you follow, but it's super, super important to keep active and exercise. Definite lifestyle change. Another thing is cognitive challenges. Now, we have a games feature on our website that is a perfect place to go because it's free and you can go and just play word games and strategy games. But that kind of activity is super good for the brain. Challenge your brain to improve its flexibility and stretch it. And of course, that helps with preventing dementia, keeping your brain active and those neurons pumping. Learning a new language is another thing. I have tried unsuccessfully to learn German, but I'm studying French again now because I do love French, and of course I have a little Russian thrown in now and again. So whatever you can do to learn, even if it's not to be perfectly fluent, just trying a new language is great for your brain. Anyway, another thing to do: social engagement. It's very warm today, by the way. I love the sun. Is to be socially engaged. Now, we know this from other studies that show the number. I think a TED Talk once said that the number one thing you can do to live longer and healthier is to have strong social networks. So here in 60andMe, it's a start. You've got people here that you can talk to, and conversations that we have every day. Our news item is meant to stimulate conversation, and our daily chats are what this is all about. So social engagement, developing and establishing and keeping meaningful relationships. Super, super important to keeping your brain healthy. And as Kate mentions in this article, people with a high degree of social engagement have one third the risk of developing dementia as those who do not. It's a big number. So it's a really important thing to have friends and try to get social. Join meetups, go out to the bookstore and just hover around the books you like and see if you can see anyone to chat with. Talk to people in cafes that look like they're by themselves, other women that might need some company. Just be proactive. And another thing that Kate talks about, which is the last thing in her list of things you can do to change your lifestyle to prevent dementia, is to live with purpose. Now, we say this all the time, that 60andMe is about women living life with passion and purpose. But what does that mean? Well, it's people who are getting up in the morning with a purpose, with a reason. They've got something to do that day that's going to make a difference. Now, of course, you can volunteer, you can do all kinds of social activities that involve other people, and you can do things that are good for society. I mean, not everyone, but most people have a cause, have something that they feel strongly about, whether it's, climate or environment or ageism or you maybe have a political belief, but whatever it is, it's something that you feel strongly about and you're prepared to stand up for and talk about with an open mind and with respect for different points of view. But those types of things are super important in creating purpose in your life. And, get involved with your families. I know it's really tough sometimes if they're doing their own thing and living apart from you. Last night, I actually put together a little small box scrapbook from both my sons. Over the summer, I've been gathering pictures of their kids and their adventures, and I put them together in a little slideshow and sent them to them. No one asked me. I don't suppose that they'll think that's a top priority for their Sunday activity to watch. But, it's just like you have to kind of push in there and try to get involved. I know it's tough, and there are some situations that don't make that possible, but find purpose in your life somewhere and make it happen. So this sense of purpose gives you higher cognitive function. It's all been indicated by research. So in addition to obviously seeing your doctor, if you've got high blood pressure or any kind of physical issues, keep your weight within an optimal range. All these things are lifestyle tweaks that you can make to give yourself a good chance against the dementia battle. If you've got any questions, actually leave them in the comments section below, because Kate Gregoric is a very wonderful writer. She does articles for us all the time. Sorry, Kate, for messing up your name. It's a wonderful name. But anyway, she's there to write articles on topics that are of interest to you. So please let me know what you find would be interesting. And question: what lifestyle changes are you making to prevent the development of dementia? Are you making any? I'm sure that you are making some. What lifestyle changes are you making to help you keep your cognitive function healthy and prevent dementia as you get older? Leave your comments in the section below. Let's have a chat. I think it's a positive conversation if we can look at it through that lens, and I look forward to reading your comments and joining in the conversation myself. But have a great day, everybody, and we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now.